What's going on, guys? So in this video, I'm going to be going over how I use supply and demand in my trading, giving you a trade recap of how I made, let's see, about $586 today trading credit spreads on SPX, and that was pretty much it. Had a few losses on ES and MES futures, and basically a break-even trade on Crowd. But yeah, let me go ahead, dive in, show you exactly what I was coming into the market playing today and how the trades ended up playing out. So coming into the market, this was my plan on SPY, okay? I had this green zone here. I had this red supply zone here. We're actually coming down into this green zone now. I am done trading for the day, but the market is still open as I'm creating this. But yeah, so into the open, what I saw was that we had a gap fill here. We had a strong supply zone. And I figured, very, very simple. Keep it classy, supply and demand. Price is in the supply zone. I want to look for shorts. And so that's exactly what happened. Now, when did I actually get in the trade? And when did I actually look for my trades on MES and ES? So let me first go over why I took a loss on this ES and MES trades and how I came back on the SPX trade. Now, these trades on ES and EMS honestly were not that good on my part, okay? The reason what I did, so let me go ahead, dive in, show you when I took the trades. I ended up taking the trades right here on this pullback. So I was waiting for a pullback into this demand zone, just like this. Price came down, and I immediately got stopped out a minute after I got into that trade. Now, you may be thinking, Jordan, price is in supply. We're rejecting supply. Why would you be looking for longs in a demand zone? That makes no sense. And I totally agree with you. The reasoning behind it was that I had a few other indicators that I use, not like, moving averages or RSI or anything like that, but different things in terms of market structure and balance theory told me that price was going to move a little bit higher. And I was expecting price to come up and hit this high here. So coming in today, I was a little bit bullish and I was a little bit hesitant on if this supply zone was going to work. Now, when price came up, I saw that we dipped, we formed demand as we rallied up, and I figured, okay, you know what, I'm just going to get in small size. I have a very tight stop, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And so, obviously, I was wrong. Took the loss there. Ended up losing about around $400 total, so overall, not too bad. And then what I noticed was, okay, price is now rejecting supply. Once I saw that price was able to get back below this demand, that told me that sellers are now in control, right? Because up to this point, even though we're in a supply zone, buyers are still in control, right? Buyers are still in control as price makes this move all the way up here, right? There's no selling pressure. There's no sellers present. We don't see any selling pressure until this move here. And when we see that move there, and we see that these sellers are able to take out this demand and also take out this demand zone down here, this would actually be a higher time frame demand zone as well. So if I zoom in on like a 15-minute, you can see right here, price ends up breaking this demand zone as well and breaking this low. And once I saw that happen, I said, okay, supply, sellers are still in control. Smaller time frame demand has been broken. This is where I want to look to get short and target this green zone down here, right? That's exactly what I did. So what I did was I got in credit spreads. Now, why did I get in credit spreads? I got in SPX credit spreads because they're a great tool to use to take advantage of decay and chop, right? So my process and my thesis coming into this trade was that this high was going to hold, right? We came up into supply, we broke smaller time frame demand. This high, these sellers should defend that area, right? Price should not go above this 401 area. So I went over to SPX and this high here, and I ended up selling the 4015 strike by the 4020 strike, okay? And I set up my credit spread like that. So I set up my trade where no matter what happens, as long as price stays below 4015, I'm going to make 100% of the credit. Now, I typically don't close out my credit spreads till the expiration. I'll typically close them out beforehand just to cover that profit and do it so I can make it into a day trade. But let me show you exactly where I got in. So I actually got in right as soon as I saw price break this low here. I believe it was this low here, actually. But as soon as I saw price break this demand, we came down. We were not holding this demand at all. We weren't holding structure. We saw strong selling. We saw supply form here. That's when I knew, okay, sellers were in control. I'm going to set up my position. Now, why and where did I set up my position? Well, let me go back on SPY because I like to trade different futures and SPX options off the SPY chart. And so what I did was I set up, okay, if my target is all the way down here, you know, I want to set up a good risk reward trade. So if I got in right around here, I was looking, I'm like, okay, there's two things I can do. I can wait for a pullback up to the supply, right? Put my stop right above here, and then target all the way down here, just like this, right? That's about a 5R trade, like very, very good trade. Now I also could have said, okay, the odds of price coming all the way back up to the supply is low, right? We already saw a very strong selling. We already saw a break in demand. We already saw this supply zone hold. I don't think we're really going to get a pullback. So what I did was I said, okay, what happens if I were to get in right now? It's right around here when I got in, right? What were to happen if I got in right here at this price at $399.50? I looked out this, you know, I took out this tool. I said, okay, that's still a 1.5R trade, right? That's still a very good trade, right? Even if I put my stop all the way at the top, still a 1.2R trade, right? Typically, I have my stop a little bit closer, like above this 1 minute supply zone here. So it's about a 1.5R trade. I'm like, that's still a very good trade. Even though, you know, price comes all the way down here, I'm still not chasing it technically because I'm setting up a good risk reward, right? Sure, you could say I'm chasing it because I'm doing it after the move happened, but I'm making sure I'm still have a good reward. I still understand that sellers are in control and that I have a win percentage that's over 50%, so I know this trade is going to work out using my strategies. I don't know it's going to work out, but I know in the long run, using this, you know, having a 1.5R risk reward with my win rate is going to be a profitable strategy. So very simple. I got in, price came all the way down. I got out majority here, and if we held, came down into, finally hit my profit target. We were very close here, but I held through all of this. And as time went on, that credit spread decayed quite a bit. Very, very close to expirations when I closed out. So almost got 100% of the option, but overall, very happy with the trade. Ended up making the losses back and about $985. The crowd position, don't really need to go over that. It was just a break-even scalp, not too interesting with that. But yeah, overall, very, very solid trade. Very happy with how the day went. Again, keeping my losers very small, you know, about $400. Winners are about over 2 times my losers. So very good risk reward, very solid trade. Yeah, also had the same exact plan with people in the team. So we had Zach made about, you know, $178. That's tied to 3 different accounts. So very, very good profit there. Troy, $431 on the day with some scalps. We even had a small account with Caesar, quick $80. You know, very simple trade. You can see entry, stop, target, very good risk reward. Very happy trading in the Freedom Team. So yeah, this is Freedom Team. I haven't talked much about this, but this is my private mentorship group, and I do have more spots opening up this March. The whole goal is to turn you consistently profitable in 8 weeks, and I know exactly how to do that because I've been able to do it for so many people so far. But yeah, just more information on that coming soon. So if you want to stay tuned, make sure to subscribe. Also leave a like and a comment on other videos I should make, especially if you enjoyed this video, because I love pumping these YouTube videos out for you guys and making this content for you. So with that being said, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Hope you enjoy this trade recap, and I will see you all in the next video.